What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a how-to because I've been asked to do this and a lot of people on the forum seem to act like this is super difficult to do, and that is to remove the door trim on an e92 BMW. So what we're going to do first is we're going to remove this piece right here. So I got one GoPro here. I'm going to hold this one, try and get the best angle I can for you guys, see how it comes out. But first, see how that is there's that space where you can fit that screwdriver? So what we want to do is just pry up under there with that screwdriver, press kind of hard, see how that lifts up. Now when I shut my door, you can see how there's a gap there. So you can take a screwdriver or a pry tool and get under there and just pry it up. Then once it's pried up a little bit, I just open the door and it just pops out. I just grab this and you can just pull this off, and then this rubber will all just pry up, exposing the third screw. And then when you're done, it just pries down and goes behind the door. This piece right here, we got to pull this piece off next to be able to do this. So this is the easiest piece to pull off, I think. Just push it forward. And I'm pushing hard and pressing down hard so my hand gets traction on there while I do it. And I've had this off before, so that helps. And then you just pull it right off. Throw that up there. The rest of our carnage for today's job. Now the next piece that we're doing, let me adjust this GoPro here, this other one, is we're pulling this rear piece off. Now to pull this whole piece off, you just want to grab it here, and I'm pulling hard when I do this, so it looks easy, but you just pull along here. And you're going to see me in that angle, and I'm just going to pry along here. Not using a pry tool or anything, just my hands. And we're off. Now this clip is stuck on here, the rest came right off. So what I'm going to do is take this clip and I'm just going to pry it off. So just take a screwdriver, pop it off, and then we're just going to find on the car, oh, right here, so we're missing a clip. And on those ones, when you're missing a clip, you want to pull this black piece off right here. So you just pry it off, pull the black piece off, and then what we do is you take the black piece and you take it and you put it up in there. Pops in. And then you take this, and I find it best to push it in there with a screwdriver. Push it like that, and just pull on it, push it in. So now you can paint, do whatever you're going to do with your piece, and then we'll reinstall it. Now this last piece right here, just get under with your screwdriver again and just pop it up. It's going to be kind of hard because this rubber's in the way. You can see, same deal, you just it's pried up a bit. I push it out along here with a screwdriver. Just push it. So once it's out a little ways, we just pull it. It's going to pull real slow. You're going to want to get in there and push, once we get it out a little bit, we can push it some more and kind of lift it out of there. Just kind of be gentle and take time. Then if you break it, you're going to have to wait with your car torn apart for a new one to come. So now that that's slid out, you can see the residue from where it used to be Plasti Dip that was under the mirror. So now I'm going to do what I need to do with all this trim, and I'll get back to you when I reassemble. So this trim's been out like 3 or 4 times on this side. So this clip here and this clip both broke this time, which the rest are fine, so it's not really a big deal. I called the BMW dealership. It's $1.55 each for these. This one's like $1.55 and this one's like $1.27 because this one's different, the locating clip. So those will be here in like 2 days, and I'll put the trim back on and finish the video for you guys. Alright, so now we're going to put this last piece in. Or not last piece, sorry, but this first piece. So I just want to pry up on this. It just goes in there real nice and easy. And now we're in. Alright, so this next piece I have just setting on here right now. I didn't push it down or do anything. And you can see this lines up right here now. So I just go along and I push it. And once you kind of push it on the end, it all just goes in. And you'll get a slight gap there, but you'll see it's flush right here. So that doesn't matter. Your mirror will cover that. So now what I'm going to do is open the door up and stick the mirror in through here. Do 1 bolt, 2 bolts, and then for the 3rd bolt you gotta lift that up, and the 3rd bolt is in there for the mirror. Put the mirror back on. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll be done. Alright, we got our clips. I think the part number is that one, A560507K, and that's this back one right here. I can't believe I broke these. I've had this trim off like 3 times and never broke one, and then of course when I make the how-to video I break it. And there's the regular one, which goes right here and is the same as all these. And if you need these, if you call your BMW dealership, they can get them in a set with all 27. There's 2 of these and 25 of these. They can also order them individually. They're like $1.25 a piece. So that's that, and then I'm just going to push those in real quick, and then we'll install the trim. And then I just pry up really hard with the screwdriver, and you hear it pop in, and there's the clip. Then I do the same thing for this one. Just clip it to the screwdriver, shove it in, and then pop up. I can't really hold this and film it, but that is how you do it. Alright, so we're going to take the trim now, put the big piece on the car. So this part, this little tab right here is like a locator tab. So when we shove that in, we're going to line it up with this square right here. And that's what lines the trim up. So I'm going to put this GoPro down, go to this angle, and you'll see me line that up in there. And that's what lines up the entire trim with the car. It's also a little easier to do this with the door open. So now you just go along and you just push your trim in. And you just go along, line up your clips just by looking where it goes, and you just push it in. And you hear it sliding in, and you push it. And then shut your door. The window goes back up in this channel, and then you just make sure all the rubber is pushed up in its track along the trim, which sometimes you don't have to do, just depends. And then once that's all in there, you just take your one piece, slide it here. So now I'm going to take this, the flat part goes here, and it just slides along here, and it just holds in. It's like a track. And then each one you get to, you just make sure it slides, and then keep sliding here. Sometimes you gotta push it from the back, and then it's gonna line up right there, and sometimes you kind of have to work it. Now that once this sits flush here, you know it's in, and you know that you've centered your trim right here and it's lined up with this clip. So now we got our trim on. And now if you check out my other video on my channel, that was like a week or two ago, you'll see me paint this. So thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I hope this helped you out. Hope the forums didn't scare you off about doing that trim. Even you could break every clip and replace it for like less than 30 bucks. I don't know how people on the forums break that trim. I was pretty violent with it the first time I took it off a long time ago, and it was fine. So that's how you do it. So have a good day. Thank you.